Hi there, OAAA Geopath Future Proof Conference attendees. My name is Jonathan Gadai. I am the CEO of Adomni, and I'm excited to bring to you today a couple of recent case studies that involved programmatic digital out-of-home and Uber's brand new digital out-of-home ad network called Uber-oo. And with me today are two very important people that were participants in these different campaigns. The first is Janelle Keeney, who is a VP of sales at Adomni and worked with Nestle on a recent campaign that involved Target stores and their Nespresso product with Starbucks. We also have Toria Carson, who is the marketing manager at Thorne, which is a vitamins e-commerce and direct-to-consumer company. So before we actually dive into the Nestle campaign, check this out. Janelle, so let's talk a little bit about this Nestle campaign. First of all, I saw that there was Nestle and it was Target and it was Starbucks. Who was really the clients in this particular campaign?
Well, that would be Nestle Coffee Partners for Starbucks, and the CPG line for Starbucks, specifically targeting those Target stores.
Gotcha. So Nestle was the client. And what were their goals? Like, what were they trying to achieve with this particular campaign?
Sure. Well, with this being a new product launch campaign for this new Starbucks product at Target, they really wanted to generate a lot of buzz and excitement around it. So clearly awareness was a big objective that they wanted to accomplish, but also they wanted to drive those sales at Target or at target.com.
Now, has this group done a lot of digital out-of-home or programmatic digital out-of-home in the past?
No, this is their first time that they have leveraged digital out-of-home or programmatic digital out-of-home for that fact.
And so given that it was their first, how did that process go down in terms of helping them, with their first campaign and deciding what ingredients, what screens, what tactics should be put into place?
Sure. Well, because this is such a new avenue for shopper marketing agencies and brands alike to explore, there was at first a lot of education that went into it to really help them to understand the power of digital out of home and the benefits of using programmatic digital out of home. So the first couple of meetings were very education based, a lot of sharing and showing what the Adomni platform can do for them when building and developing a campaign. Anywhere from identifying all the different media types that we have available. We're currently at, I think, 40 right now. So being able to narrow those down and truly identify what media venues are going to work best for a campaign like this. In addition to that, we also dove really deep into audience segmentation and leveraging Adomni's Audience IQ platform to really identify and hone in on those key audience segments that Starbucks was really trying to attract to come into the Target stores to buy this product.
Gotcha. And was it pretty open-ended, or did they have a specific kind of list of stores or geos that we had to follow for this particular campaign?
Actually, they provided us with their top 100 performing stores, and we were then able to apply a 5-mile radius to target those venues that we wanted to bring into the plan to make sure that we were really capturing that target guest when they were within that 5-mile radius of a Target store.
Got it. So path to purchase surrounding the stores was the strategy that ended up getting put into place there. That makes a lot of sense. So with Uber-oo being added to the media mix, tell us what enticed Nestle about using Uber-oo as part of the campaign plan.
Sure. Well, primarily for the fact that they were able to combine a large format screen with this street level screen to really capture that broad awareness, and also capturing those on the go target guests, really entice them and excited them to leverage this as a part of their platform.
So yeah, so having Uberoos and the billboards around the stores drive that awareness makes a lot of sense. From the standpoint of programmatically, what about programmatic really was highlighted or utilized as a tactic for this particular campaign besides what we already discussed?
Sure. One thing that we definitely wanted to focus on was the ability to do day parting. Essentially, we were able to apply the rule of a 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. ad play runtime. And essentially what that was doing was it was making sure that we were delivering those out of home ads to the target guests when they were in a shopper mindset. So it essentially was optimizing their budget in a way that was truly delivering that media to capture the audience at the right time and in the right place.
Results perspective, digital out of home has always been kind of viewed as more reach, top of the funnel. With this particular campaign, did Nestle do anything that was unique or related to measurements that you want to share with us?
Yes, as part of their goals, one of the things that they wanted to measure was foot traffic going into the Target stores after audiences were exposed to the digital out of home media. So we partnered with Mira, and they were able to deliver and provide us a footfall report that measured that traffic, resulting in those who were exposed to that out of home media.
Oh, very cool. And how did the results ended up looking for this particular?
They were phenomenal. We kind of blew it out of the water, surprised both Mira as well as Nestle and Starbucks, but we had a 42% lift in store visits from those who had been exposed to that digital out of home media. And in addition to that, the Uber out of home ads also showed that 79% were more likely to visit a Target store after being exposed to that Uber out of home ad.
Those are very strong metrics.
Yes.
That I would imagine Nestle was very, very happy with their first shopper marketing programmatic out of home campaign.
They were thrilled. Yes.
That's great. And next up, we have Toria Carson from Thorn, who will be telling us about their first programmatic digital out of home campaign that also featured Uberoo. Check this out. Here with us is Toria Carson. She is the growth and digital marketing manager for Thorn. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Excited to, chat about our out of home campaign.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. So Toria, first, if you can describe your role at Thorn and also just provide those who aren't happy customers of Thorn like I am with a little background on Thorn.
Absolutely. So I am the growth and digital marketing manager at Thorn Health Tech, and Thorn Health Tech is a leader in developing the world's most innovative solutions for a personalized approach for health and well-being. I'm responsible for exploring and executing different growth and digital marketing initiatives just to grow the Thorn brand.
And so with out of home and digital out of home, I mean, you're a DTC brand. It's all e-commerce. At least for the first campaign that for that particular product segment. So what exactly drew you to exploring digital out of home and also programmatic digital out of home, as well as Uberoo, right? Uberoo is a big new thing here. So I'd love to hear your perspective on sort of what precipitated everything.
Yeah, great question. We knew we wanted to invest in out of home just for its ability to reach, the masses by cutting through digital noise, which is, largely seen today with consumers suffering from, digital device burnout. Also, out of home has been shown very positively impact brand equity and brand awareness, and also its effectiveness on gaining trust with consumers. We chose to go programmatic out of home, mostly because, its ability to just be so fluid with budgets. I know for our campaign, we targeted customers only through a certain time period during the day, and then also its ability to update campaign creative, which we ended up swapping out 3 times during the campaign, just to keep our visuals refresh and combat ad fatigue.
And we knew we wanted to do something splashy. Like that was one of the things you said. Okay, this is it's the new year, it's the new you, it's health, wellness. So Times Square, large format spectaculars, like that was something that you guys shared as just an element of it that we really wanted to kind of open the year up with a bang. And it was fun also where you guys were open to say, let's also think about all these other screen sequencing opportunities where like the Link NYC screens in every corner had the Thorn ads on them. You're walking down the street or you're taking the subway or walking past the subway stairwells, and it extended to the actual like mid-street kind of area. And then on the streets itself, and this, the theme of this case study is the Uber-oo, but also the tops of the yellow cab taxis, where we were able to tell, a video ad there. How important was it to you to be able to do that 360-degree sort of ad opportunity where it's almost like surround sound, but for visual for this particular campaign?
Well, since this is our first, out of home campaign, we really wanted to take advantage of, the various placements, whether they were, street level, or digital spectaculars such as the one Times Square, and also, just high traffic areas. Seeing how consumer behavior was during January and February, we definitely shifted our initial strategy, but seeing how, there were so many more like inventory options or different inventory options at the time, we were really able to adapt and, take advantage of those opportunities, such as doing Lincoln Tunnel billboards. And those were, in high traffic areas. And it was definitely, very important to take advantage of all of the different street level opportunities to really, get that 360 perspective.
Yeah, that immersive, unmissable, like, people just who are walking or driving would know Thorn in the months of January, February in LA and New York. And in terms of the Uber-oo, so I know that was something that was new to the market, when the campaign was launching and also is growing. There were some tests also done in Atlanta and Dallas and Phoenix, which weren't the first 2 markets that originally Thorn had looked at.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great opportunity to take advantage of Uber-oo, especially with the capabilities of video. Really made it an amazing media type to add to the campaign.
And as far as the results, so, with this particular campaign, I believe we did an M4 lift study as well to measure brand. But when all the dust settled, 2-3 months after the campaign ended, how did you guys look at the overall performance and how did it meet your expectations going into the campaign?
From the brand lift study that was conducted by M4, we saw that exposure to our campaign creative significantly improved Thorn's brand opinion among people who were exposed to the campaign, as well as purchase intent. So that was really exciting to see.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, where marketers today sort of sometimes just put a bucket of branding versus performance, but they really can be looked at together, where every channel has a performance marketing component to it. And that the brand does drive people to want to do a Google search, or on Facebook, click on an ad that was served on Instagram or Facebook. And so the ability for us to do this in this channel to complement what you were doing elsewhere, and for you to have those kind of results at a time when a lot of brands were like hitting the pause button and waiting for everything to come back, where Thorn said, no, it's a new year. The products can help everyone lead better lives. And then actually show that and tell that story across all these screen formats, including Uber-oo. We're really happy that your first campaign went off as well as it did. And going forward, how do you look at the channel on a go forward basis after this first one?
I really loved the channel. Growing up in Connecticut and living in New York, it's really hard to miss out-of-home advertisements. And so just as a digitally native brand, it was pretty surreal to see our brand appear in larger than life physical placements. You know, seeing our ad on the One Times Square and digital spectaculars around Bryant Park, Lincoln Tunnel, and, you know, various billboards across LA. It was just very surreal. There's so many different opportunities within the channel as well. So I'm definitely excited to explore, you know, new media types and new placements such as gyms and, you know, shopping malls, as well as new markets. You know, we're so hyper localized with our first campaign. And so I think for the next, we'll definitely be willing to explore, you know, more target markets.
More of a national reach where anyone who has a cell phone or a laptop anywhere could theoretically be a new Thorne customer to improve their lives with health products that make a difference. So that's great. Well, Toria, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and we look forward to the next campaigns.
Yes, thank you so much for, you know, featuring our campaign.